Gopher men's basketball team has lost their last 3 games, but they are looking straight ahead.
Got to look forward, right? We'll talk with head coach Ben Johnson tonight on the Gopher Coaches Show. Here's a bit of a preview for you.
Welcome into the Gopher Coaches Show preview. I'm Ahmad Hicks. That's KFAN's Justin Gaard. We're talking a lot about the Gophers basketball team, of course, and their conference schedule, but they picked up a huge win against Ohio State a couple of weeks ago. What does that do for their program, Justin?
Well, I think it just gives you confidence that if you do the right things over and over and over again, you'll be rewarded. And it's a group that needed to be rewarded a few weeks ago, and we'll talk about it with Ben. The All Access was an unbelievable look in. Yes. It was stressful. It was tense. You see the coaches' boxes right there. Not as much swearing as I thought there would be. That was good. They cleaned it up for a family audience. But when you see what's to come, which we're going to talk about, close loss against Michigan. They've had close losses. To have the group rewarded, that was the best part of the night.
They had to keep everything clean. Mom and dads were watching back
right.
home, so it's a family game. Now, Talon Cooper, we talk a lot about this being a very, very young team, having a lot of underclassmen, but one of the few upperclassmen that they have is Cooper, and he's been stepping up recently.
Yeah, very steady, and as Ben tells us, it's one they couldn't get wrong this offseason. They had a point guard void with Peyton Willis moving on. They needed an experienced guy somewhere in the lineup because of all the inexperience they have, and he's been a steadying force. He's one of those throwback pass-first point guards. He's from Michigan. His dad loved Urban Magic Johnson. He's too young to know Magic, but his dad passed it along to him. So good kid, fun conversation, and he's filled out the role that they envisioned for him.
And he talks about how many people he had coming to the game and what that meant, so be sure to stick around for that because you'll want to hear that. Now, coming up, moving ahead, Indiana, Northwestern, 2 big games for the Gophers, one at home, one on the road. What do they need to do in order to come out victorious?
I mean, it is just the little things, it's details, and really avoiding the 8 or 9 minute slump. That's what's kind of gotten them in trouble. That's what hurt them against Michigan. They started the game beautifully, then went through a lull where they missed 8 or 9 shots in a row. It's tough to do that in this league. Trace Jackson-Davis, who we've heard a lot about, it seems like forever, is an absolute handful for the Hoosiers. There's a reason why they were a preseason Big Ten. There's a dunk right there by TJD, as they call him. He's tough, and it all starts and ends with him. And then Northwestern's kind of that one that the players know it's an important one because it's a very winnable one, and that adds a whole other element of pressure.
The Gophers have 1 conference win right now, but they very well could have had 3 or 4 if they were able to close some of those games out. So hopefully they can get to 3 conference wins by the end of the week. Be sure to stick around for the Gopher Coaches Show. That's coming up on Fox 9 Plus at 8 o'clock and on Fox 9 at 10:35.